Arizona Midday, everyone. I'm your host, Destry Dijon. Today on the show, more chances to win for Mother's Day. We're giving away a massage, and we'll tell you how to win a trip to Vegas. And an E-News star has the scoop on how to get involved in Red Nose Day. And we're also going to show you how to mark May the 4th be with you, everyone. That's all coming up. But first, food, fun, fiesta, Cinco de Mayo is happening tomorrow, and we're celebrating with great party ideas. Sally Arnold of Celebrations by Sally is here to show us more. Good to see ya.
Thanks for having me.
I love kind of the setup that you have here, but first, why don't we just tell everyone why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
You know, every year I always forget. I always think it's Independence Day, but it's not. It's to celebrate a victory over the French. So every year I Google it and say, oh yes.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Exactly. And you have a lot of tips here to kind of have a party, a different, unique party. Let's start with tequila.
Yes, let's. So everybody, I think, always thinks of a traditional margarita, but tequila tasting is becoming very chic and very trendy right now. So I actually knew very little about tequila, so I went so I went to Total Wine and I got a lesson, so I'm a semi-expert now. But there's 3 different types of tequila. Tequila has to come from one of 7 different states in Mexico. And so the white is the Blanco, and that means it is distilled, but it has not been aged in a barrel, and that's why it's clear. And then you see this one has actually been aged in a barrel for up to 12 months. And then the darkest has been aged for over a year, and that's the Reposado.
What's the taste difference?
So they're all different, and it's similar to wine in that, you know, based on the terroir and the way that they're distilling it, I imagine the tastes are different. So like this one supposedly is very smoky, whereas this one here is supposedly a little fruity. And normally when you taste tequila, you don't rim your glass, but that's my favorite part. So so I did bring some sugar, actually, for people who like it sweet, and then some traditional salt.
Sugar.
So,
I've never heard of that. Sugar in a margarita. Okay. Does the salt go first or the lime?
The lime goes first, and you just rim it around your glass, and then you can do either salt or something different.
All right. Very good. So that's a way to start. What's next?
Well, so there's all kinds of food options. I think when you think Cinco de Mayo, you think of all the fabulous food options. Right. So Danielle, my assistant, actually made this gazpacho, and oh, if you could taste it, it's really, really yummy.
And the shrimp.
I know. So it presents itself really nice, and it's something nice and light and cool, because sometimes Mexican food tends to be a little bit on the heavy side. So that looks really cute. And we kind of started with our paper flowers, and you'll see we kind of carried that look throughout, as well as these cute little pom-poms kind of tassels that you'll see elsewhere.
And these, I mean, you got to have these for your party, right? Can you buy them, make them?
Both. So you can Google it and make them. These we've had for years. We've made them once and recycle them, which is great. But they also have kits at the craft store that you can pick up.
All right, very good. I love this tray that you brought in. It's gorgeous, and it's a sombrero.
It is. So often you see people that will use this as a chip dip, which is a chip bowl, which is great. But I thought, let's do it a little bit different. And so we made it into our fruit platter. And I will warn you, you have to put a platter underneath, because it gets real soupy with the fruit. But we lined it with cellophane first, and then just arranged our fruit and put the top of a pineapple on top. And again, the presentation is just really cute and bright and colorful, just like all the colors on your table.
Yeah, and it's just a hat. So if you want to use any kind of hat, you can.
Sure.
That's really cute. Okay, we have the cupcakes.
Yes, so I don't know about your kids, but my kids are big fans of churros. They love them.
Oh, mine are too.
So these are actually churro cupcakes. They are so simple to make, and I do have the recipe on my website if anybody wants to make them for tomorrow. But they're quite tasty. And then again, we just decor the edge of the platter with the same little pom-poms and just makes it
And they taste like a churro?
They do.
Oh my goodness. All right, there you go. And then you have a nice kind of salad here, but this is different.
Well, we did a little, you've probably had a 7-layer dip that comes in a big bowl and people scoop, but I thought, you know what, again, let's make it just a little bit different. So I used those little Tostito scoops.
To already have it done.
Yes, and so I filled them up, and they're bite-sized, so they're real simple to eat, because a lot of times your chips will break off in the chip bowl.
Great idea. And really quick before we go, tell me about these.
Yeah, so these are cascarones, which you might be familiar with at Easter time, but they're also very popular for Cinco de Mayo or birthdays, and so they're just hollowed out eggs filled with confetti, and you break them on people's heads for fun and for good luck.
All right, and for more information, everyone, it's celebrationsbysally.com. You can also call the number on your screen. Go to that website to get that churro recipe too. All right, thanks so much.